So, by the time this comes out, it'll be the week that football starts.
Yes.
And, like, being Bears fans, it's going to be a long, long year. So, But it's funny, it's like hockey gets played this month, so at least I have that to look forward to. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Koffin Click. As always, I am Jeff, and I am here with...
Justin. Welcome, everyone.
And Juan.
This week, we have Species, Event Horizon, and Life. One of these movies didn't age well.
Yeah. Probably not.
So, out of the three, were there ones that you guys hadn't seen?
I saw Life, I think, at the show. Support your local movie theaters, damn it.
My catchphrase.
And then for Event Horizon, I had seen, because I saw the Dinosaur Man and
Sam Neill, yeah.
and Morpheus. I was like, oh, this will be cool. And then it turned into something slightly different, but still cool, I guess.
The Dinosaur Man?
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill's in Jurassic Park,
from
yeah.
Jurassic Park, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took me a second to catch that.
Well, yeah, and then the one kid in the first one goes, it's the dinosaur man.
Yeah, I got you, yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to catch on that one.
Mr.
Or was it the second one?
I think it's the second one.
Yeah, where
Because in the first one, it's the little tubby kid. I know that's the wrong language to use, and we've talked about this in previous episodes, but I'm sorry, the kid wasn't even tubby. Just a little kid who didn't believe in dinosaurs, and Sam Neill walked up to him, he's like, you see this raptor claw? Imagine it in your guts. It's like, whoa. What about you, Juan? Have you seen all these?
I've seen Species. I didn't see Life, or I don't think I've seen Event Horizon either. At least if I did, I don't quite remember it, because I thought I did. But I might have been mistaking it for another movie. But when I watched it, I was like, this seems familiar. So maybe I watched it, maybe I didn't.
I feel like you do that a lot with the confusing what movie it was.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
So,
it's okay.
I remember seeing Species, but I feel like I saw it really late at night, which would explain some things about this movie. I had seen Event Horizon because one of my friends was like, hey, do you want to watch this movie? And I said, sure, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I saw Life in theater because, so last week when we talked about the vampires and whatnot, or whatever episode that was, I had talked about, oh, hey, it's Josh Hartnett, one of my Hollywood heartthrobs. I got two in life. Ryan Reynolds, and I always want to say Ryan Gosling, but I know that's not his name, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know why I do that. So I was very excited to see this movie. And then after Ryan Reynolds died, I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. This is crap. But we are going to start off with Species, which came out July 7th, 1995. It was directed by Roger Donaldson and written by Dennis Feldman, and it stars just a group of people here. Ben Kingsley as Fitch, Michael Madsen as Press, Alfred Molina as Arden, Forrest Whitaker as Dan, which is the most normal name for just anybody ever.
Actor-wise, yeah.
Marge Helgenberger as Laura, Michelle Williams as young Syl, and Natasha Henstridge as just Syl. It's just, adult Syl.
The regular girl version of Alien, yeah.
So...
Well, female, I guess, considering it's space stuff, I guess.
So Species and Event Horizon were both quick rewatches for me because I've seen them before. Like, technically all these were, but I kind of just sat there and watched Life because I really like it. I forgot how many times she is half naked in this movie. Like, this is one of those movies that you're trying to watch and your parents keep walking in at those times. The little fun facts I have for this are during the production, MGM opted not to shoot the Nightmare Train sequence to keep costs down. H.R. Geiger was not willing to accept that, so he spent $100,000 of his own money to finance the sequence. Like what? Like a 20-second clip of a big train coming towards her? Like, it's Geiger, so I get it, but whoa. So this next one upset me. So remember a couple episodes ago when I was like, oh, hey, the guy who voiced Scooby-Doo, Frank Welker, did, the voice for whatever?
Yeah.
He provided Sill's alien sound effects and said it was one of the most strenuous on his vocal cords with the various types of screaming and screeching sounds he was asked to create, but he had a lot of fun regardless. So now I can't watch Scooby-Doo without knowing that he also did the species alien.
Yeah.
And it makes things a little bit weirder for me.
Yeah.
Oh, ref.
Right, and then nipples, you know?
Right.
I jotted this one down for you, Justin.
Okay.
Because I thought this is something that Pierce Brosnan was offered a part in this movie, but declined due to scheduling conflicts with GoldenEye. He worked with Roger Donaldson on Dante's Peak in '97.
Yeah. That's actually a decent movie, too.
Andres Wakaki, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name, was the cinematographer for both movies. Could you have imagined? I don't know who he would have played. Could you imagine if he would have done this instead of GoldenEye?
I mean, I'm assuming he would have, like, if Michael Madsen had, like, a scheduling conflict, he would have been the killer guy.
Also, yeah, I read that, I was like, we almost had James Bond as anybody in this movie? Also, shout out, and we've talked about this before, and I'm not going to talk a whole lot about him. Start giving people their flowers, because you never know when they're going to go. Recently, Michael Marston did pass.
Michael Madsen?
Yes.
What? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he recently passed away. People may know him from Reservoir Dogs. I believe he was Mr. Pink. Or was that Buscemi? I can look it up again. And, I mean, he was in a bunch of stuff, but I mainly know him from Reservoir Dogs and one of the X's in Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, speaking of somebody else, then we should give the roses to, if it's true. Mind you, TikTok lies a lot, but remember when we did the episode of...
About antlers?
Yeah, antlers?
And that cool Canadian Indian guy?
Yeah. Did
You
he
know,
pass away, or...?
He did.
Okay.
He did. Hold on.
I saw that. And
I
was
didn't
like,
save
oh my
it.
God,
I didn't
really?
even see that.
You
I
didn't?
will.
didn't.
I will find it again. I thought I saved
love
it on.
that dude,
I thought I
'cause
saved
he's
it on
not just in
Facebook.
Antlers, he's in a bunch of awesome stuff.
That kind of hurt me when I saw it. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
me
god,
too.
we just did Antlers. I mean, Antlers was like our second
Right.
episode in, but like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
So maybe I think down
Yeah,
the
I was
line
pretty
he'll have
sad
to get
about
his own
that.
episode.
Yeah, I was pretty sad about that he passed away. I was like, no, really?
But the thing that I'll say about Species before I pass it on to one of you guys is that aside from just the gratuitous nudity for a movie in the 90s, the CGI really didn't hold up.
No.
It did, like the practical effects did, like the
Yeah.
egg and everything else. That
Yeah.
sure did, but that ending sequence took me out.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. And
Yeah,
I'm sure when I saw it back in the day, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I saw it,
Right.
last week, and I was like,
Yeah, and the
No.
Fairy Geiger cocoon on the train again, that was good, and like it looked decent.
But yeah, that was not it. Sorry. Justin.
Well, yeah, I mean, that brings us back to Alien, too, right? I mean, they did practical for the Alien, and it turns out it's one of the better horror sci-fi movies that ever was.
And nobody took note of that? Like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, let's not do CGI. Like, I get CGI was a thing and you wanted to push it. I get that. And it was the best CGI at the time. But it just
Oh, yeah,
did not...
Yeah,
I mean-
the alien at the end was kind of didn't hold up, but the scene in the hot tub, that was still cool.
That was...
looked
Like,
really
all the
good.
kills were really fun and, like,
Yeah.
really cool. But just CGI Alien is what threw me off.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's like, with that, like, if you watched them back to back, like Alien and then Species, you'd just be like, oh, well. And then if you decided to look up that fact, you'd be like, oh, okay, I guess that was the difference then. It's kind of funny that way. But no, yeah, this is just one of those 90s movies, like you said, with the, when you're younger and you're trying to just watch something sci-fi. And, oh, yeah, there it is.
Because, like, especially if you saw the cover of this, you'd immediately pick that up. Like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like...
Yeah. And then another crazy thing I always thought with this movie is it wasn't trying to be a Sharknado of Alien, but it actually kind of works as not like Sharknado of Alien. It works as like something that can be slightly taken serious, but is still like that B movie type of thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the amount of sequels this movie had.
Well, that too, but
So I went to go buy it. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just buy Species. It's a good movie. I'll add it to my collection. What do you mean I can only get it in 3-pack? There's like 5 of these? What's going on?
yeah.
Who signed off on this?
Yeah, go ahead, Juan.
Okay. So I guess I'll just jump right into it. But I put here that my coolest kill is what I just mentioned a second ago, which is the hot tub kill. I thought that was so cool, and you know what? And I'm gonna probably make you guys chuckle, but I thought it was interesting. I thought that was my favorite kill of the whole movie, and it's because of what she did with her face. And then, of course, he died by Chi-Chi. So I thought that was pretty funny that, you know,
between that and the guy who got
nipples.
between that and the guy who got the back of his head blown out by her tongue or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, that was crazy too. Yeah.
No means no.
Yeah.
Ow! Like, if your special effects budget went to the practical effects, and then I believe all the money went towards practical effects
And setups for like the kill scenes and
not
stuff.
even just that, your cast, because everybody I read off
Oh yeah.
was an A-lister.
Even in the like mid '90s, yeah.
So, and then was like, oh, we got to CGI this thing, don't we?
But to answer your question, the statement you made earlier is, I think he would have been good as the hunter. The hunter.
Oh, Pierce
character guy.
Brosnan?
Yeah. I think he would have been good. I mean, nothing against the guy that played that part, because he did a great job and I like him as an actor. But he would have been good in that role.
I think Pierce would have played it too much as James Bond, and that's what it came off as. Because you're a assassin.
Yeah.
You've
for
traveled the
government,
world,
basically,
and
yeah.
you get the girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's just James Bond.
Yeah, except U.S. government.
Oh,
Right.
Speaking of the girl, when I first started watching this movie, I know she's way younger in this movie, but I was like, where do I know her from? CSI.
The girl, that's the alien?
No.
Or the regular girl.
doctor,
the
doctor
doctor
lady that hooked
girl,
up with
not
the
the
hunter
alien
guy.
girl, yeah.
Yeah.
The doctor
She
girl.
was from CSI. Isn't
Oh
she?
my god, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from CSI.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, she was, what's his name, second in command. I forgot what his name is.
What,
Which
sunglasses
actually-
guy? In Miami?
No, not Miami, the original CSI.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason why I know that is because me and my sister used to watch that show all the time. So it was one of my favorite
It
shows.
seems like he was killed hard, and then
Yeah.
he lifts the down glasses.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he is funny.
Fucking-
Horatio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who's
Yeah.
the actor, though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Continue. I gotta look.
Okay,
look
but
up
anyway,
the-
so-
Oh, you're gonna look it up, okay.
Yeah, so I seen that, and then another note that I made about this movie is I put, okay, so the other scientist, well, I don't know what kind of scientist he was, but the one guy, you walk into your hotel room, you're hunting an alien. You walk into your hotel room, there's a woman in your hotel room, and she's being that aggressive. You don't think, hey, this is the alien chick?
Oh,
I mean, how stupid can you be? All she did
You
was
mean
change her
Dr.
hair color.
Octopus?
yeah,
Yeah,
Doc Ock.
Dr.
Yeah.
Octopus.
Yeah.
I saw him and I was like, "That's Doc Ock," and then they called
Yeah.
him like whatever his name was. I said, "Y'all, it's Alfred Molina. That's Doc Ock. What the hell are you doing here?"
Right. And then
I
even
forgot
when
you were
she
in
said,
this.
even when she was saying,
And
"Oh,
why
I
didn't
can
you
feel
get
it
no
growing
moves like
already" or
Stoker?
whatever, he still didn't catch on. I'm like, how dumb are you?
Because he was so horned up.
Right, exactly.
And I'm sorry, if you're a nerdy scientist,
Mm-hmm.
and this is not stereotyping, but if you're a nerdy scientist and a woman comes on to you that aggressive in your room, and it's the 90s, you're taking that. I don't care who you are.
I guess, yeah, but still, I mean,
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
90s was the
plus,
time, man.
plus he died anyway,
Yeah.
so it's not like he was going to be there for the kid.
but this also brings me back to the comment I made about Night of the Comet. Stupid smart people. Why is there always really, really stupid smart people?
So 2 things.
But
First,
I know, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
Okay.
I know science, people that are really, really smart, some of them don't always have good social skills, and this is part of the
because
the
they have to
drawback
do
of
like
being
papers
a
about their
genius.
childhood and why they peed the bed till they were 5.
Right, exactly. But I mean, maybe that's just a defect in the character of being a super genius. But
It all just goes back to
You have to
common-
have
No common sense.
yes, and that's
Right.
exactly what it is with a lot of like that archetype of character. It's super smart, but the quirk or the fault is you're book smart, but you're not street smart.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Like that, you don't often find many characters that blend that well.
Right.
That are also the main character.
Right.
So, so first off, in order of importance, that's not a word. Graham Greene is a gentleman who passed away.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's his
like
name.
the awesome Native American
Yes.
advisor dude and like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we were trying to think of Horatio from CSI Miami.
Yeah.
It's David Caruso.
Right.
Now I'm going to go back after this and watch all of the openings because I hate that stupid. Oh my god! Speaking of sound effects that I hate, the Dave Caruso sunglass yell. And there's a scene towards the end of this movie where like something's going on and it cuts back to her and there's this stupid loud stinger sound. Like I forgot what she's doing. You just keep hearing "Dang, dang." I'm like, can you not? You can continue. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So the kill count for species is total 18. So that's 1 rat, 3 aliens, and the rest people.
How many? One, I have a question, a sidebar to the kill count.
Okay.
How many of them were death by snoo snoo?
By Snoo Snoo?
It's from Futurama.
Futurama.
It's death by sex.
Oh, death by sex?
Yeah.
Oh, Snoo Snoo.
How many
Okay,
were
I should have
death by
known that.
snoo
Sorry.
snoo? I need to know.
How many? Oh, I didn't do that count. I should
Oh,
Sorry, I
gonna
should
go.
have, though.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Uh-huh. I think it's just 2, though.
2.5.
2.5?
2.5.
And I only say 2.5 because the dude that tried to like get busy with her
Oh,
when
yeah.
no means no, and she broke the back of his head open.
Right,
I'm gonna say it's a half
right,
because there's the guy, the Chi guy you just said,
right.
and then Alfred Molina's character died
Yeah.
after he impregnated her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so
I'll say 2.5.
I mean, technically it could be 3 because that's technically oral.
Jesus.
That was good. That was so good. Yes.
Yep. Score 1 for 1.
Thank God the kids are asleep.
Right.
If my wife was sitting on the couch and you said that, she would have been super confused because I was watching. Oh no! It was when I was watching Life, and there's like some hyperventilating going on. And she was like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "Life. It's in space."
Oh,
Ryan
speaking
Reynolds
of
is in
that-
this.
Actually, I'm glad you said that because that's so funny. Because sometimes I do that when there's movies and there's a sex scene in there. I'll turn the TV down because I don't want people to think I'm watching porn. So I'm like, oh, sex scene, turn it down.
There was a specific scene in Companions that nobody was awake for while I was watching it. That happened. It was a jump scare and it jumped me.
Yeah.
But is that it on Species?
Different strokes, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's
I
all
try
I
to
got on
turn it up
Species.
sometimes.
Yep,
Just because I want the neighbors to be worried.
Oh, really?
Koffin Ratings.
Oh, okay. Who's going first?
Justin?
I'm gonna go 3 because it wasn't Romulus, but it still tried to do alien-ish stuff.
Everything has tried to do Alien since Alien. This one just tried to make it sexy.
Yeah, so 3 coffins in hindsight of this.
Which, and I'm real quick. I'm so sorry that I keep forgetting stuff. I thought Species. I can't remember. So maybe you guys can jog my memory. There's another movie about a female alien, and she's super empowered. And there's a scene where she's on a chair. I think it's with Michael Douglas. I'll look it
Are
up.
you just thinking
No, I'm
of?
not sure.
Oh, you guys can do your.
Okay,
version.
so
Thinking
my,
of Fatal
um,
Attraction, aren't
Yes.
Yeah,
That's not
Fatal
an
Attraction.
alien
Yeah,
movie.
no, that's not an alien movie. She's just a psycho.
you? Yeah, she's
We
just
watched.
a weirdo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need to go back to Fatal Attraction because
So-
I thought it had to do with
So
aliens.
yeah, my Koffin rating for this movie. Okay, well, I know the very last thing didn't hold up, but I gave it a 4 because I really enjoyed this movie, and it's only because I really enjoyed it is why I gave it a 4. As far as horror goes, it wasn't that scary, but it was a good movie as far as I'm concerned.
I gave this movie 2.5.
Oh, really? Okay.
Only because, like, yes, it's a sci-fi movie, and it's about alien, about an alien and Ben Kingsley playing God, and then getting fucked on that on every account possible. Movie just didn't hold for me. Like, there wasn't anything... Like, the kills is what made this for me, but you take away the kills, you just have every movie about a woman running away from a man.
Yeah.
And I can also see where this movie could be a metaphor for, like, any immigrant coming into the country, like, having to deal with... Like, the first thing she does when she gets to the hotel room is watch TV, sees what she sees, and then goes to try that, and then killed that poor woman in the bathroom for talking to her man that she ended up killing. Like, so, just... It's a good movie, it just didn't hold all together for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys were right. Fatal Attraction is a psychological thriller film.
Okay. Yeah.
It's that scene when she's sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
That's what made me think it was okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna rewatch that.
What did you think? Something came out when she's showing her stuff or whatever.
Which is why I thought it was about aliens. Just sexy aliens. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Event Horizon came out August 15th, 1997. It was directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Right? Oh, hey, it's like 3 episodes in a row where a movie has happened in, 97. It was directed by Paul W.S. Anderson and written by Philip Eisner. Now, this movie stars a lot of people, but the only 2 that I knew are the 2 that I wrote down. Lawrence Fishburne as Miller, and Sam Neill as Weir. Everybody, there's obviously more people in this movie, but Morpheus and the Dinosaur Man is what stood out to me the most.
That makes me sad. I feel like that British dude that was like the psych doctor or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure, but I could not,
Or, I mean, he was playing British, but you know what
right.
I mean.
So...
British sounding.
When it comes to this movie, I don't have a whole lot to say about it, but this made me feel like it was a precursor to The Matrix. For one scene in particular. And it's when Lawrence Fishburne's character Miller is going through his crew, and the last person that he names is Mr. Smith. And I'm watching it again went, wait a minute. You guys are on a ship going to the outreaches of space, and not everybody survives this? Is this where The Matrix begins? So the 2 facts I have for this are, among those in the audience in 1997 was Galaxy Quest screenwriter Robert Gordon, who was amused enough by the notion of the meat grinder tunnel that in response he created Galaxy Quest's infamous corridor filled with chompers. So we have Event Horizon to thank for that amazing thing. Yeah. And then
Galaxy Quest is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And then from green light to completion, this film took 10 months to make, an unusual short time for such a complex and effects-driven film. And I'm sure we'll get into it. I won't spend a whole lot of time on it. The special effects in this movie were insane.
Yeah.
Everything about this movie.
97.
Yes.
Because I remember gaming in 97 and it was nothing like that.
This one does hold up.
Oh my god, this one 100% does hold up. The dark spacey vibe made me want to write a campaign about being in space.
Yeah.
That would just turn out to be just aliens. But just to me,
I mean, how long have we been saying we should riff our own Spelljammer, Jeff?
We should. We really need to. The thing with this movie, every time that I think about it, it's movies in space that have to do with horror, this is the aesthetic that I want. The hard drive room was nuts.
Yeah, the
just going to tell me you have a corridor of just green circuits and you knew where to go? Yeah. I know you built the thing.
A corridor of PCB boards.
But you knew what panel it was that fried? There's no freaking way. But just aesthetically, this movie made me very happy.
Yeah.
And I also enjoyed all of the kills.
Yeah.
Just how bloody this movie was and how just as a word, or just a word, if I had to have a word to describe this movie, it would be compactor.
Yeah.
Because everybody gets crunched in this.
Yeah.
It is so good. And also, again, nipples. So
suicide nipples.
Okay,
Whoa.
okay. So a little bit about me, and I think I've said this in a previous episode.
You're pierced? No,
I
you're
have previously, before obviously this podcast, and I knew you guys. I tried to take my own life, and it was in a bathroom. So the scene of watching what she did, I had to close my eyes because
bro.
I not triggered, but it brought back a memory that I so much didn't want to have. And then nipples, and I was confused because again, just like in Species, I look away for 3 seconds. Oh, look, somebody's naked. Like, what was this? Just a trend in the '90s? Because if it was, I don't remember a lot of it.
I think it might have
There
been.
was a lot of nudity in movies back then.
Because you can get away with it.
90s and 80s and 90s, there was a lot of nudity in movies.
But yeah, I just
Unnecessary nudity sometimes, but still.
sometimes,
nudity.
yeah, I just that out of all the films that we've watched, I think that is the only time I had to shy away from something
Yeah.
because of the memory to it.
Yeah.
But other than that, this movie is
Actually,
amazing.
speaking of that, the only thing that I've seen that's been, so I guess you could say semi-current, that had nudity in it for no reason that I felt, is Game of Thrones.
Well, George R.R. Martin knows how to write two things:
Right.
killing off your favorite character
Right.
and nudity.
Right.
Don't get attached to anybody.
Right.
Not
Not that I'm complaining. Game of Thrones was awesome, but I just wasn't too crazy about the ending.
until the Starbucks cup. Just
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
So this one, I have it in like a unique place personally, because, well, the first thing is that if Laura Dern happened to be in it, everyone would be like, why aren't the dinosaur people in space now?
Oh my God.
What happened?
She could have easily played the blonde-haired scientist.
Yeah, I know. And then, but it's, to me, it's like a rarity, because it's like demonic stuff parceled into a sci-fi movie.
Which
Like, when the hell did that happen? Besides the fucking Doom remake, but we won't talk about that. Or the Doom movie with Rock that we can't talk about.
No. Not that one. Oh my God, thank you. You know what this just reminded me of? Dead Space.
Well, yeah, and it was
yeah.
before Dead Space, obviously.
Obviously, but like, I wonder if we didn't get this aesthetic in a space horror film, would anybody have come up with the concept to do something like Dead Space?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
I
mean,
hate that game.
but no,
Being
yeah,
sarcastic, that is a really good
yeah,
video game.
like, and I know Doom most likely came out, like the original Doom came out before 1997, obviously.
Had to
94-ish.
96. Hold on.
But no, regardless, I mean, that's not really the point anyway. I just, the fact that it was made into a movie with like a lot of stars centering around like demon-y inference stuff, you know, around the same time as Doom, I just think is really neat.
The first Dune movie came out.
No, Doom.
Oh.
You know, Doom guy, Doom.
That was not Doom Guy. Carl Urban is in the Doom movie? Anyway.
Well, so was Rock.
2005.
So was Rock.
No, Jeff, the game of Doom.
Oh, the game of Doom? There's
Doom.
a game of Doom?
Doom.
The
Oh,
original.
Doom. Oh, Doom. Oh, yeah.
D-O-O-M.
D-O-O-M. Right.
And I'm the one with dentures.
Right, okay.
I keep saying Doom,
Yeah, my nephew likes
not
that
Dune.
game. My nephew likes that game. I never played it, but he liked it.
1993.
Yeah,
Finally got there.
yeah.
You know what? Yeah, no, I could. Okay, so maybe if Event Horizon didn't come out, we still would have gotten Dead Space because everybody who played Doom growing up.
No, but that's not my point. The point is that they made a movie, like, before they actually had cognizance of, hey, we should make a game or a movie out of Doom. They just came out with this anyway.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
I just think that's real neat.
Yeah, I can definitely see the aesthetic behind it.
Because I mean, even what Sam Neill turns into is like, you know, one of the main bad guy characters in most of the Doom, more current games at least.
And having a satanic, like, at least it felt very satanic.
Yeah.
Feel behind it. This is just crazy that the occult's in space. Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's like my main thought here is like I can appreciate that there's like an occult movie in a sci-fi, and like, you know, yeah, obviously occult. Liberate me. Repeating it like 70 times or whatever.
At the end, when Homeboy was like, "I may have been mistaken about what he said," I was like, "Oh, you just realized this now?"
Yeah, really. Oh, you don't say.
All right, so actually, I like your comparison of this movie, but I came up with a different one. I thought of it was more like Hellraiser meets space.
You're not wrong.
Right, because
Well, Hellraiser was late 80s or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the aesthetic of the main baddie.
They were making a cleaner Hellraiser. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
You know, even with the moving parts and how it had the cube that would and then
Pandora's box or whatever it is.
That the thing that would create the
it was a black hole machine.
And then, like you said, the thing that was turning around, where you said it looked like a meat grinder.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this kind of reminds me of Hellraiser with a lot more moving parts.
Speaking of the gravity thing, sorry.
Don't watch it.
This entire movie.
Sandra Bullock.
No. Lawrence Fishburne is one of my favorite actors, and one of my favorite roles that he plays is Detective Jack Crawford in the Hannibal TV series, because of an outtake. He has such a deep voice that he comes in and, like, I think it's either the first or second episode of the first season, the outtake is him coming into, like, a grocery store to go to the pharmacy, and he yells, and nobody knew what he was going to do. So when he yells, everybody, like, screams, and it's how deep his voice is. And I don't know if he's always had that deep of a voice, but in this movie, his voice is super deep, because I don't think his voice was that deep or echoey as Morpheus, but just his very commanding voice. And Lawrence Fishburne, I love you, man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So, also, I think out of all the movies that we've covered so far, I'm going to try to say it without messing it up. I think this one had the most disturbing imagery
There you go, you got
every
it.
movie that we've seen so far. As far as the quick takes and like you said, the bloody scenes or someone dying, or the quick cuts is what I'm saying. When they did the quick
the
quick snaps
hell
of
scenes or whatever, or the illusions
quick
that
snaps
they were having.
of actual orgies and stuff too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the rave room from Happy Death Day.
Yeah. So, I thought that, I just wanted to mention that this was the most disturbing movie that we've seen so far as horror goes, as far as I'm concerned.
I meant to specify bloody orgies, because that's
right.
That's
Blade?
also...
and then another scene in this movie is I am messing up my words.
Okay.
A reminder of another movie. I'll just say it that way, which is what do you call it? What's it called? The Shining. The scene where the one lady was having what do you call it? Images of her kid running down the hallway.
Yeah.
Reminded me of The Shining. The only thing was missing was the little tricycle thing of them riding down the hallway. But I was like, man, that reminds me of The Shining.
I wanted to punch two little girls in the face in The Shining.
Yeah.
So it's the same scene in Twister.
Right. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is in Twister on the TV or whatever. Good callback. I didn't forget about
Cow. No, I think that's the same cow.
Yeah, we got to do a King Movies episode at some point.
We really do.
Because, I mean, Shining, like, the book is way better, but contrary to a lot of people, I think Stanley Kubrick did, like, a really neat thing. Like, switching the little bit of stuff that he did.
King hates Kubrick's version of The Shining.
No, I know.
Because, just, to the point of what he did with Jack as a character. because I guess Stephen King was going like he wrote The Shining to get out of his own the
Melody.
being an alcoholic.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So what Kubrick decided to do with that and just flip the script on everything, King was like, what? And I guess Kubrick called King at 3:00 in the morning one time and was like, if you believe in God, what is it? And King was like, I really don't have what, huh? Kubrick's like, that's all I needed to know. Click. But yeah, no, we definitely need to do a Stephen King episode.
No, and that's the only thing I see with Jack. That's the only thing with the movie versus the book that I see is okay, yeah, that's kind of wrong. Is the way Jack is. But other than that, the little changes and tweaks he made, I think they're all kind of neat. But that's a very unpopular opinion. Apologies, everyone who knows all well about The Shining.
So the kill count for this movie, unless I'm mistaken, and fans out there, let me know if I'm wrong. I believe it was 7 kills.
Yeah, there's just the crew members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't really, unless you want to go back and count everybody else that died beforehand.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
they definitely showed that.
All the blood orgy
Right.
people that died, yeah.
Yeah, no. And then I didn't
On
count
the
the people
original
that
crew.
died from the
The
when they
original
showed
crew,
the-
yeah.
I didn't count them, so I just counted the ones that we seen on screen or whatever, so it was 7.
Anything else about Event Horizon?
Nope. That's
All
all I
right.
got.
Koffin Rating, Justin.
Like I said, it's differently unique in a way that I've always kind of appreciated. So 4 coffins.
Okay, so I gave this one 3 coffins.
I'm kind of right there with Justin. I'm gonna give it 4. This is, again, when I think of spooky space, this is what enters my head. When we watched Alien, I was like, oh, here we go. Yes, just again, this dark aesthetic, just this creepiness, because again, you're in space. If this movie was made underwater, it would have scared me more.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. So yay. But yeah, 4 coffins, Event
Actually,
Horizon.
it's funny that you said that real quick about the water thing. That was the movie that I mistook this movie for when I said I thought I'd seen it already. And it was The Abyss.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Because
Yeah,
I think there's similar actors
Yeah.
or something. We don't need to look it up, but
No, but yeah.
I think there's a couple of the same actors in the
Yeah,
Abyss.
that's the reason why I thought
I think there is
Abyss.
too, and I hate The Abyss.
Yeah.
I hate any movie that has to do with anything underwater.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those fears I have. Not
So then you should have watched The Meg instead.
I should have. Which is funny that I hate being underwater, but I love movies about sharks. It's nuts. It's not the fact that I have a fear of drowning. It's I have to find the name of this fear, but it's just being so below the water, and something bigger showing up.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
So it's not even being crushed by water pressure, and
No.
it's literally just some large deep sea creature
Some
coming to grab you.
Some
well
Leviathan.
underwater.
You guys have seen my computer hooked up to the TV,
Yeah.
and I have all the different wallpapers that I find and whatnot. The ones that I hate the most that I still grab are the paintings of tiny ship, giant pissed off anglerfish. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Just things and especially coming out of the darkness.
What about that? What's that sea creature called? The ones that all the pirates hate?
Kraken?
The
Yeah, Kraken.
I am a pirate myself.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about the Kraken that Jack Sparrow does.
Right.
Keep me away from it.
I've
need
been
my
dying-
hat back.
I've been dying to be a space pirate since I was a child, so.
You also a pirate with us, Juan?
Yeah, I'm a pirate.
You do
too.
have a peg leg.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely a pirate.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, that's kind of funny that we talked about being pirates, and then last year we all did Pirate Weekend at the Ren Fair.
Yeah,
at
that was
Bristol.
nice.
So,
Yep.
all right, on to the last movie.
Yeah, let's do it.
Life came out March 18th, 2017. So this came out around the
Deadpool's
time
not
of my
invincible,
birthday.
apparently.
That's right. This came out around the time of my birthday, so I definitely took the time to go see it. This was directed by Daniel Espinosa and written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick. And this stars Hiroki Sanada as Sho, or I believe, because he was in X-Men Origins with Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds as Rory. Rebecca Ferguson as Miranda. I have something about that name. Get to it in a minute. Donnie Darko. Mysterio. Anyway, Jake Gyllenhaal as David. And then Ariane Bakari as Hugh, who I felt very bad for in this movie.
Yeah.
So,
Poor Hugh.
when I read the name Rebecca Ferguson, I could only think of one thing, and this is in no disrespect to her or anybody who has that last name, but all I could think of throughout the entire movie was Norm Macdonald's Jeopardy's character, Turd Ferguson.
Yeah. I love Norm Macdonald, man. I'm so upset he passed, though.
Oh, yeah, he was like, Burt Reynolds? That's not my name. What are you talking about? That's not my name. Look at the screen. Turd Ferguson. Yes, can I help you? It's a big dumbass cowboy hat on. Celebrity Jeopardy, SNL. Look at it. It's amazing. Look at the older ones with Will Ferrell. But real quick, some fun facts about this film. The International Space Station is co-owned and managed by 15 nations and is the most expensive man-made structure ever built.
Yes.
With a budget of $58 million, this went on to gross over $100 million worldwide. The movie, not the space station. I realized those facts back to back. Anyway, heavily influenced by Ridley Scott's Alien in 1979, a movie that we have definitely talked about. This was released 7 weeks before that franchise's latest installment, Alien Covenant, which came out in 2017, which I thought was nice.
Yeah.
And at 24 minutes and 54 seconds, the alarm that sounds is also used as the action station's klaxon in Battlestar Galactica.
Nice. I didn't even know that.
Which is a sound that, unfortunately, I do know. Not that Battlestar Galactica is bad or anything, but it's, as far as sci-fi goes, it's
Well, did you ever watch the newer show, Battlestar?
I haven't.
It's pretty good.
But let's face it, a lot of people only watch Battlestar Galactica for one reason.
Trisha Helfer?
Katie Sackhoff.
That too. I meant the new show. Trisha Helfer plays the Cylon that everyone was like, ooh, wow.
I am so happy we're on the same page, but in two different eras. But as far as this movie goes, I have a headcanon about this movie.
Okay.
It may not make sense, but I believe this movie is a prequel.
To?
Venom.
Yeah, that's what I said that like 4 times after I first saw it, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
I could see that.
Because of the Carl, or whatever the alien's name was, which was such a weird name to give him, that like all the kids from that school, like, Carl. That's what you came up with? Carl.
Not like Beep Boop number 2 or some shit, because it's a bunch of goofy kids.
We're going to talk about Beep Boop later.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
But no, this movie, for being an alien film, is very fun.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, like, I'm claustrophobic, so the way that people died in these films just ransacked me. It just the amount of sacrifices that happened. And I love Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie because he's really good at being sad. And, like, being in space all that time, like, humanity sucks. I don't want to go back. David, your bones are almost gone. You need to get back to Earth. Earth sucks. I don't care. You gotta go back, kiddo. Sorry. Go back. Get your bones back. Drink some milk. He needs some milk. And you can come back up. Like, I get it. I understand it. But between, like, Donnie Darko and Bubble Boy, he's very good at playing, like, the oblivious, sad doof. I want to meet Jake Gyllenhaal so bad.
If you're listening.
I almost, like, movies can influence you to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I almost got into the military because of Jake Gyllenhaal. Because for, like, a summer, all I did was watch Jarhead.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was like, oh, that could be me. And then I watched Donnie Darko and went, oh, he can also do other things. So, No, back to the movie real quick. As an alien movie, as a sci-fi movie, this is up there for me. This movie is so good, and it is so self-contained.
Well, yeah, and it's also missing something that's quite often missing, and that's like a sense of realism into the sci-fi movie.
Oh, is it like kind of like the alien coming to Earth, or just like the effects
just
of
realism in general? Like,
So you're saying it's lacking realism?
No, it is real.
Oh, okay,
generally
sorry.
real.
Yeah, it is.
and it proves evolution.
Yeah.
Because Carl grew up fast. I think the reason why I like Life so much is because one of my favorite Colin Farrell films is Phone Booth.
Yeah.
Which is a movie that was not received well because it takes place in a phone booth. But where this yes, this is a space movie, or, alien movie on a ship, so it's alien, and a lot of the things that we've done Horizon, and a lot of the other things that we've watched.
Well, the space station, but yeah.
Space Station. This movie cycles between like 3 rooms the entire time.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can definitely have a movie where multiple things are going on, and I can keep up with all of them. But with this, it's so self-contained. And stop hating on Phone Booth. It's a good film.
No, and I guess I didn't realize I was being vague or something, but no, with the real thing, I just meant that there's not a lot of sci-fi / horror movies or sci-fi horror movies that have a lot of real life to them.
Oh,
It's
exactly.
literally the International Space Station. It's literally going back to Earth from the International Space Station.
And if anything would have gotten
So
contaminated,
I'll
or
elaborate on what you're saying. So some of my notes kind of have to do with what you're talking about. So basically, what I put is that I really like the story because the realism,
Yeah.
and the fact that this thing was in an alien environment, and it just reacted the way I believe nature would react. And the note that I put is, if I was in that situation, I think I would have reacted the exact same way. I would have defended myself if I felt like I was being attacked.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what this alien felt. It felt like it was being attacked, so what's it going to do? It's going to defend itself. It's going to do whatever it got to do to stay alive.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing that the humans were doing.
by the same logic, Carl was just an animal that was taken from its home defending itself.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you want to look at it that way.
Right.
And I completely agree with you. Carl, I would have done the same thing.
Right.
I don't know if I would have killed everybody as drastically as Carl
Yeah.
did. But
Right, exactly. But
apparently,
it was,
the director had other plans for Ryan Reynolds dying, like the way that it was supposed to look, but they couldn't get the effects budget together.
Oh, really? Actually, speaking of that, I have a note on that too. So I put that it's funny that Deadpool died in this movie.
Yeah.
And he died the opposite way of he did in the other movies, which is it had to be oral. It went into his mouth, and in X-Men, they taped his mouth shut. I was like, for some reason, what's with this guy and everything have to do with his mouth?
Van Wilder wasn't going to go out any other way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I was thinking to myself, when it happened, I was like, oh my god, that's going to be one of the worst ways to die.
An alien going into your mouth and
Yeah.
then just wrecking your whole body from the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
I
I'd
was
have
like,
to
oh my
agree.
god, that's going to be...
Yeah.
And then the fact that he, when it was on his mouth and you could tell he couldn't breathe, I mean, he acted it really well.
Oh, he's an amazing actor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he did a really good job acting that scene of his death. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's got to be... Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, what? When I was watching that scene,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that so sucks. And then he couldn't get a good grip on it, and and then it was going. Oh,
Carl
I was
said
like,
no.
Yeah, I was like, ugh.
Yeah. And then going back to the real thing again, sorry, I guess. But the only thing that could theoretically take you out of this movie is their weird choice of Carl or whatever the hell his name is turns into this crazy basilisk thing as it gets better, as it gets bigger.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that could theoretically take you out of the real lifeness of the movie, basically.
I do like the.
But that's when he looks like Venom.
Well,
He looks
so,
more
like-
like Venom that way. Besides the end when he's in the spaceship. And
The reason why I said Venom is because he's essentially a black symbiote.
right.
And that's why I was like, oh, this is just a precursor to
Except
Venom.
clear.
Right.
Yeah, it's Carnage.
Right, clear, yeah.
Or like one of the other, like it's
Colors,
null or like
right.
null, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've always thought that. I don't think it is a prequel to that, but
I mean, it's a good comparison, though.
I mean, I could see it, like,
Yeah.
one of the people who wrote it, like, having it as, like, an homage to the books.
yeah, like, and I'm pretty sure there could have been a movie after this about, you know, Carl landing and then just people up left and right.
Yeah.
I mean, you could technically take this as a prequel for any movie that has to do with an alien coming to Earth.
That
Like,
has something to do with chemical contaminants or
something, yeah.
anything of that nature where it affects humans badly.
Yeah, like you
Not
could
just acid for blood, all is xenomorph,
just-
like any of those.
break it. Yeah, you could easily plug it in. Like the three of us could make a movie about an alien fucking up a town and be like, oh, by the way, Life was prequel to this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you do.
Don't clean your ears, they like Q-tips, you know.
Write that down.
So another thing I thought was interesting about this movie is that the ending. So when they both get into the escape pods, yeah, thank you. Escape pods is how they came up with the plan where she was going to go to Earth, he was going to shoot it out in space, and I was watching it, and then I wasn't totally surprised, but I was thrown off when the space, the whatever hit the water. I was like, oh, cool, she made it to Earth, and then he's out in space. But then when they did that flip.
Oh no.
So when they did that flip, I was like, oh shit, it did make it to Earth, and now she's hurtling into space. I was like, how the hell did that happen?
The dual thing at the end of like who's going to sacrifice themselves first.
Right.
I was like, oh my god, like that's the part of the movie that's tense to me. It's like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Carl won? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then, because at first I was like, well, how did that happen? He was going that direction, but then the fight of the stick and everything like that. So like Carl had enough senses. Let's go to the planet. So,
The hell you will.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, oh, okay. But then, how did the girl get off course? I was like, does she not know how to fly?
Just apparently not.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, during the, like, shots and everything, like, you can see, like, a spot where it, like,
Oh, cross path.
trailed off and there was debris or something that,
Just
like,
bounced her.
made the one go off completely insane into space.
Right.
And then the other one crashed into the atmosphere.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Like
you
I
gotta,
said, for a second
like,
there, I thought
stare at it
maybe
for
I
a
missed
bit,
something,
kinda.
and I was like,
No.
that was a switch.
It
Like they did
was.
the old switcheroo. Did I do the kill count?
I don't think you did for this one. Not
No.
yet.
Okay, so the kill count was 5 kills, 1 rat.
Yeah.
It's the second movie ever rat die in it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. The rats are not working out very good for horror movies.
They are not. So,
Yep.
Koffin ratings?
Uh,
Or do you have anything else about life? Which is such an impactful question because it's not like, are we talking about the concept of life or this
Yeah,
really
right.
cool alien movie?
well, yeah, see, the thing about life is...
Time to head out. SpongeBob name.
But no, yeah, I mean, the realism is really neat. Yeah, and like Juan said, Deadpool actually dying instead of being invincible.
Getting choked out again.
Yeah, and with the
Yeah.
mouth, yeah. That was great. But no, yeah, 4.5 coffins just because the balance of, like, you know, because it's not even, like, all the way sci-fi. We could theoretically do that, like, next week.
Right,
Where
yeah.
a bunch of astronauts with no restraint, like, create something this in a similar way, and we're all screwed anyway.
Right.
So this movie, I was kind of struggling with the coffin count. I don't know if I should give it a high one or a low one. So, because I thought everything was pretty realistic as far as it goes, as far as it's concerned, you know, and everything like that. So I give it 3 coffins.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good middle point for a movie like this. It's really
Yeah.
not. It's if you grew up with the actors kind of like I did, and I'm not saying you guys didn't, but like growing up with like Ryan Reynolds and again, I almost said Ryan Gosling. I don't know why I do that.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, like Ryan and Jake, State Farm, but Ryan and Jake, sings me. It's like, oh, this is cool. I know these guys. Guys like I've seen Waiting. I've seen again, Donnie Darko and Bubble Boy, and just like almost the whole catalog. $500. $500. You ever been bitch slapped by a 6-armed goddess? But I'm gonna go ahead and give this 4.5 coffins, just because I can. It's not a movie that I would watch like yearly. Like getting to watch it for this was amazing. I gotta go take care of my son.
Of course.
You guys just want to wrap up here?
Yeah.
We're gonna close the coffin on Species, Event Horizon, and Life. The moral of the story: don't be a sexy alien in space.
Yep.